President William Ruto is a man that is receiving the greatest backlash in the continent of Africa and Europe at large. This is after he made a public statement in regards to the war that is ongoing in the Democratic Republic of Congo 2 days ago. President William Ruto, being the head of the East African Community countries, that includes Tanzania, Uganda, Rwanda, Democratic Republic of Congo, Southern Sudan, Ethiopia, and Somali, went ahead to call a meeting. And before calling a meeting, he called the president of France, that was Emmanuel Macron, to inform him on the state that the war in Goma in the Democratic Republic of Congo, how the war had gone. Now this has been termed by different people different leaders all over the world who are referring to President William Ruto as a snitch and a man that insults himself in international fights for him to gain to gain the praise, or for him to gain some certain satisfaction that comes with them being involved with the international communities. You know, the European community, they are all invested in different parts of the world. And when you look at the interest of France in the Democratic Republic of Congo, it's so big. There is also the interest of a country called Belgium in the Democratic Republic of Congo. There is also the interest of a country called Germany and the Britain, the United Kingdom. All these countries have interest and have soldiers in the Democratic Republic of Congo. But for President William Ruto, he did not choose anybody else to call, but he chose to call President Emmanuel Macron of France, leaving out the president of Belgium, the president, the prime minister of Britain. He left out the Germany president or whatever. He left them out. Went ahead to make a call to who? To Emmanuel Macron, because he knows that France is the one that is highly invested in Congo. France is believed to have been siphoning mineral resources from Congo and taking them into their own country, where they use the said mineral resources to create weapons, to create copper, steel, and everything that they want. But they leave that country at a break of war, a country that is about to collapse, and they don't even intend to help the government of France. The government of President Felix Tshisekedi of Rwanda, of Uganda, of the Democratic Republic of Congo, to fight the rebels. And one thing that you will realize, President William Ruto, being the head of the East African community, is say shouldn't be biased, because for him, he has been termed as a biased president. General Paul Kagame, the president of Rwanda, yesterday made a statement where he called out the former president of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, and President Felix Tshisekedi of Congo, for them being biased and for them being invested in different areas in Congo, but they don't want the peace to be paramount in Congo. One thing you don't know, the M23 rebels, who are being called rebels, while supported by the Rwandese, the Rwanda Defense Forces, RDF, when they took the city of Goma, they were celebrated by the residents of Goma. Tell me, Why should they be regarded as militia or as rebels, yet we as the people of the said country are celebrating the win of this group defeating the government forces? It's because the government forces are being paid to intimidate the Republic of Congo and to sell to support the invasion uh, from foreign powers and foreign communities. That is why people like, countries like Kenya are so invested in Congo. Countries like Uganda, South Africa, of all the countries, are invested so much in Congo because of what the leaders of these countries get from Congo. And that is why Kagame told them, you know what? All of you are benefiting from this war, including the head of the East African community, President William Ruto. So you should stay away from this war because you are not coming here to solve these differences amicably. Felix Tshisekedi has said that he will not have a negotiation between him and the M23 rebels. And the M23 rebels have said it's about time now we take the whole country and overthrow the president. They have the backing of different countries and different communities in the world, the M23 rebels. But all the fingers from the Congolese people are being pointed at Rwandese forces. When you look at these, Rwanda, the reason why it's invested in the said community, Rwanda was part of Congo. And the people called the M23 rebels are people from these two community, Hutu and sijui Hutu and whatever, I don't remember those names correctly, but these communities all speaks Kinyarwanda, which is the Rwandese national language. So Felix Tshisekedi from the other part of Congo, they see these people as people that are not supposed to benefit from the mineral resources or from the privileges of being in that country called Congo. Yet these people were born and raised in this country and they have been in Rwanda. Their communities have lived in Rwanda for thousands and thousands of years. And yet our President William Ruto, inserts his mouth where it is not his business to get involved in other people's businesses, yet his house is not yet clean, where every day he is receiving backlash from the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Now he thinks he can control whatever is happening in Africa. He is calling himself the President of Africa. Nakwambia mambo ndio kama hayo. I want to read a few comments from different people all over the world. President William Ruto cooked, that is what they are saying. Naona wengine wakisema huyu si wetu, ako na ile ndamu mbaya. Wizard of Oz anasema he is a failure, he cannot be redeemed. Bure kabisa. Labella Mafia anasema I'm starting to feel sorry for Ruto and the people of Kenya. His disclosure was irrational and made it seem as if all Kenyans elected fool. Guy. Nagila says nyumba mbili imeshika moto. Mwenye nyumba Kenya anaamua kuachana nyumba yake iteketee kabisa na kwenda kutafuta msaada wa kuzima moto kwa nyumba nyingine Congo. LK anasema he must be the most brave whatever ngoa. That's nonsense. Boost for Ruto displayed ignorance of France's history. Now, the comment that he made, he said, I have spoken to President Emmanuel Macron of France on the situation in the Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. He has expressed support for the regional efforts to deal with the challenge. President Macron also committed his country's support for the interventions being carried out and for the Kenyans' participation in other peace initiatives in Somalia, Sudan, and South Sudan. So what, Mr. President? So what? So what? How does this benefit the people of the Republic of Kenya? For now, please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel for more news and more trading stories.